months ago that just keeps selling and then have a reorder business. So,
well, it's not just your own, kind of like, you know, if you have someone that's downline and you're recruited, and then they have people that bought their $1,000 order, so then they order stuff, and then you get that. So it's kind of nice to kind of share that with your people.
Diane, tell us about your commissions. She
That
knows
sounds
what
like
goes in her account.
Charlene and I were going.
Okay, so do you recall one of your commission checks?
$47, $57. I usually do about 400.
See,
$50
excellent.
a month. I know.
See, so she's focused on doing her 450, and she has this extra 40, 50, 60 bucks coming in every month, which a lot of the VIPs call it me money. It comes in, they go to the mall, they buy themselves a new pair of shoes. It comes in, they go get their nails done. Just, it's me money, right? So anyway, round of applause for our VIPs.
But if it were $1,100 that VIP did, Julie's check would have been $360.
That's right. I love it.
So VIPs, make
That's
sure
some
you check
new money.
your consultant guides to see what you need to
Okay, so how about unit managers? Do we have any unit managers in the room here this evening that I did not give a round of applause to unit managers?
There was one.
Okay, so say everybody give a round of applause for Debbie Gold. Trust me, Debbie knows how commissions work and she knows what's going in her account every month. Right, Debbie?
Yes.
There you go. Excellent. Okay, I want to talk to you, my little segment right at the top of this meeting. Are you having fun so far?
Yes.
Cool. Great. Don't you wish that was real money?
Yes.
Well, for the VIPs it is, right? And directors and unit managers. Okay, so what I want to talk to you about is if I could give you the tools to go out and have a $500 spa, your very next spa, $500 retail, right? Would you be remotely interested in listening?
Yes.
Okay. If I gave you a tool that the company has for the month of February to secure your spa that hits 500, would you be like, Chris, bring it on?
Yes.
Okay. Can I do that?
Yes.
Cool. All right. I'm going to talk to you about, and just show of hands, how many people here have had a spa $500 or more? Okay, I'm going to say maybe a quarter of the room. How many people here would like their next spa to be $500? Oh, isn't that funny? Every hand went up. Funny how that works. Okay, cool. First thing I want you to focus on, you can be the best spa girl. You can be like no other spa girl on this planet. You can have spa down like, that was the best, you're the best little spa girl out there, right? You can get to that spa, you can make that thing, you can make that spa sizzle, and people are just like dazzled by you and they're like, right? How many times have you gone to a spa and there was like less than anticipated attendance that you wanted? The sales weren't quite what you wanted it to be. The overall outcome wasn't what you put into it, right? Because you're spa girl, you're on your game, right? Okay, let me tell you the biggest step that you do, and if you overlook this one, I basically just say reach in your right pocket if you're right-handed, pull out the gun and shoot yourself in your right foot. If you do not do this step, you're missing out on a huge part. And this is host coaching, and I'm going to go through it very quickly with you. So speed right. Host coaching, first and foremost, the most important thing you do. You'll be best spa girl when you get to the spa, but for 6 years, 1990 to 1996, I did exactly what you're doing. I was a consultant through director for our parent company, Tupperware, up in Massachusetts, primarily in South Boston. I was going out holding parties and selling. And the way I looked at it was, and maybe it's just purely selfish on my part, I knew what my hourly rate was and what I was worth. And yeah, were the parties fun? Yes. Did people go home educated about the products? Absolutely. All of that happened, but I wanted to make sure that I was maximizing my income for the amount of time I was investing. So for me, first and foremost, I learned very early on that when the host said, oh, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it. Wow, yeah, 6 people, no problem. And then you're there with 2 and she's on the phone calling people, get over here. You know, so I learned early on, host coaching is the most important part for me. Okay. Last I checked, when you're working with your potential next host, and I'll use Trish as an example. Can I role play with you tonight? Thank you. Trish, last I checked, does not have a degree in being a host. She's not a professional host in any way, shape, or form. She's got a great personality, and she agreed to have a spa with me. So now I'm going to sit down, and this is Charmaine's spa tonight, and this is about the average attendance that I do get at the spa. So
This size?
you don't. You will after I'm done. Okay, no, I'm only kidding. So,
Before you start,
yeah.
we didn't get a $500 spa when like Jamie and I did a mother-daughter spa last month.
Yes.
29 invitations, we wound up with 18 people there.
Awesome.
For that, right?
Quick,
Oh.
keep talking, just keep talking.
I can do it.
Nobody's doing it, let's not tell them.
Oh, we need the number off the.
Well, after she picks it up, let her let, and then
I
I'll
was gonna say, do we want
find
that
it.
one since we split this, we did the
Split
mother-daughter?
the chocolate. Oh, you're right. I was gonna say split the chocolate.
15,
And 32.
okay.
Okay. All right. Host coaching. Very quickly. Here we go. Rapid fire. Ready? First and foremost, this is at the Charmaine Spa. Now, let me just say this before I go any further. Your directors, they educate you on how to do something a little bit different than what I'm about to say to you, and I'm not saying the way that I do it is the only way to do it. There's many ways, and let me ask you this, whose business? Who's in control? Who's the boss?
Me.
Keep it that way. Great. Okay, so the way that I did business was I was dressed to be at the party, so I just felt like I would just conduct my business right then and there. There was no need for me to call Trish and say, I'll meet you at Starbucks or anything like that. I'm going to try, as long as she doesn't have to leave, I'm going to say, Trish, do you have like 5 minutes at the end of the spa that I can talk to you before you leave? Great, because I want to strike one down and it's hot, right? Okay, so now I'm sitting with Trish and I give her host envelope, right, the packet. And on the back of the packet, guess what they have on there for you? The Frank list. Now they didn't put it there because they were trying to fill white space. They put it there because it has a purpose. So I'm going to talk to Trish and make sure that the night that she picked, she has no other family obligations. I don't want to find out the afternoon of the spa that it's her son's birthday. You didn't know that was coming, right? I'm going to try to clear that up front. So we have a date, we've had a little conversation. She knows that this is my business and that I rely on my income from my spas for my family household, which I do. Okay, there's nothing wrong with saying that. I just wanted to know that this isn't just something I do because, whoop, you know, I have nothing better to do tonight. This is my business and I treat it as such, okay? So, and I do it in a very nice way. So now we're locked into a date, and I'm gonna say to Trish, do you like challenges?
Sure.
Great, because even if you don't, you're gonna get some. All of my successful hosts do these challenges. The first challenge I have for you, we're gonna go through your Frank list, and you're gonna get that guest list back to me within 24 hours. You may say 48, do not go past 48. I said 24. Hey, we got email. Send it over to me tonight. I flip the envelope over and I start with F for friends. I get to think, you know, Trish, think of the first 2 friends you absolutely want to make sure they're at your spot. Right, go ahead, write their names down. It's your envelope. Write their names, right? Think of the first relative or 2 that you want to have or have to have there. Go ahead, put their names down. You know, you have to have some, right? Otherwise, there won't be peace in the family. I'm not going to go through the whole Frank list with her, and if you don't know Frank, just check with your recruiter or your director. They'll share with you, but for interest in time, I want to fly through this. So I'm going to go through and drill the Frank list, make sure that she's giving me 20 names, and then I'm getting that guest list. How many times has your host said something like this to you? Oh no, Chris, that's all right. I'll just talk to my coworkers and I'll call my girlfriends and my neighbors and I'll get 5 or 6 people there. Has that ever happened to you? Okay. Let me just share this with you. Whose business?
Mine.
Who's the boss?
Mine.
Who's in control?
Me.
Cool, I thought so. So 99 out of 100 times, I'm going to win this mini tug of war. Okay, little mini tug of war. So what I'm going to say, Trish, this is what all my successful hosts do, and I expect you to personally call and personally invite people to your spa because they don't want to be invited by the postcard or the e-bite that I'm going to send them. They want to hear from you, that personal commitment. So that's what all my successful hosts do. My job to my company is to mail the reminders, whether it's e-bite, postcard, whatever you do. But I'm putting it back on my job, so don't tell me I not to do my job, right? As soon as I put it that way, they're like, oh, okay. It's my job. Why do I want 20 names from her? The law of average shows us that 7 to 10 are going to show up. I've got 10 other names, though, that I can market to. Well, a great way to expand your business and create an incredible reorder business. So that, and Trish, as soon as you have that guest list back to me within 24 hours, the night of your spa, I've got a gift for you, and I will bring it with me.